Hi everyone. So my name is Surya Choksey. Actually, I'm here for the giving the training on the series DevOps training program, in which we are trying to cover the maybe Docker part. And yesterday we covered the Docker installation part. Now today, so maybe we will cover the Docker run. What is the Docker commands? What is the basic Docker commands? In which maybe how we can run that container, how we can create the images, and what is the basic frequently asked questions also. Okay, so this is the session for today, and hopefully everybody installed the Docker installation yesterday, and so maybe you can install the Docker installation with the help of basic commands. And if you are using the Windows, so you can install Docker desktop. If you are using the maybe Mac OS and the Ubuntu, so you can use commands with the help of command. And there is a multiple ways we can use the Docker. Either you can use Docker in the GCP, AWS, and Azure with the help of the cloud, and you can install Docker in your local system also. Okay, so so installation part is covered. Now we will jump into the maybe today's basic commands. Till now, maybe if you can see, there is a one document is available. Okay, here. So what is the major benefits of the Docker? If we can talk about the what is the major benefits of the Docker? Portability. Containers can run consistently across different environments such as development and testing and production. Isolation. Containers provide process file system isolation, ensuring that the application and the dependency do not interfere with each other. Yesterday we discussed about, right? Portability means maybe easily we can use the Docker container for Windows system also. Suppose if you are creating the Docker container in the Windows, so easily you can use a similar kind of application, similar kind of setup into the you can use in the Mac OS. You can easily use the system into the Ubuntu. So it will give you the more portability across the environment. And isolation means container have the different. We can protect. We can create a secure system. Secure system means you can create some different processes. You can protect the processes also. You can protect the maybe volumes. Okay, so this kind of thing you can mention, and depends on the CPU utilization, depends on the memory. You can create your bandwidth also. And resource efficiency, containers share the host operating system kernel, making them lightweight and efficient compared to the traditional virtual machines. Yesterday we discussed about, right? Because Docker is using the it sharing the kernel operating system. That's why whenever we are starting the system, so it is boot time is very less, CPU utilization is also less, and memory utilization is also less. That's why it is very lightweight system as compared the virtual machine. Okay, scalability point of view, Docker makes it easy to scale application by running multiple instances of containers. Suppose depends on the load, right? If there is a requirement, you need to run the Docker container in multiple port. Okay, suppose 8080 9000 something. So you can easily in single command you can easily create the another container with different port. Okay, so scalability point of view, it is very easy to use. And DevOps and continuous integrations and the continuous deployment, so CI/CD. Docker facilitates the automation of the software deployment and integration process. So just like VM and the Docker difference. Now we can use the Docker command. So with the help of this, so if you are using the GCP, so there is a one option, Cloud Shell, in which maybe you can run the basic commands. Okay, so what is the basic command? First basic command is a Docker version. Okay, so in Docker version, it will give you the information about the your which version you are using. So we are using the 25 version. Now, what is the next thing is the, because previously we discussed, right? Docker image is a template of packages, or you can say maybe suppose we can bind the application tool dependency into the single entity, and we are calling the entity as a Docker image. And Docker image is generally available in the maybe Docker Hub. Okay, and maybe and suppose if you want to use the Docker Hub image into your local system, how do you download Docker pull? Okay, suppose what is the command? Docker pull hello hello world. Okay, so if you can see the documentation. Okay, so this is the image. Whenever you are pulling the image, whenever you are run the command with the help of run command, then you can use multiple containers. Okay, so if you can see, so if Docker with the Docker pull command, first it is checking the existing whatever image you want to pull, whether it is available in your system or not. If it is already available, then it will check is there any updation is required or not. Just like GitHub code. Okay, just like maybe first you need to clone the code, and the second time whenever you are pulling the code, it is checking the comparison between your local code and from crowd code. Okay, so whatever changes are required, then it is it download the code from the system. Okay, so similar kind of here also Docker pull hello world because it is already available. So it is just download the uh, updated image. Now how to check the image Docker? Can you go on the mute? There is a lot of disturbance. Yeah, thanks a lot. Okay, so how to check the Docker images? Very simple command. Docker images. Okay, if you can see here, are you able to see my screen font each and everything, or it is visible or not?
It's visible.
Okay, so with the help of a Docker images, we can see that yes, there is a image is already available in the hello world. Suppose if I want to install another any other part, right? Docker pull, okay, Ubuntu image. Okay, so suppose I am trying to download the Ubuntu image as an operating system. So what is the command we can use? Docker pull Ubuntu. Okay, so if you can see Docker pull Docker once it is download the images in your local system, you can easily check in your with the help of the Docker image, you can easily see the images is downloaded in your system. So if you can see Docker images, Docker Ubuntu tag is the latest because you have not mentioned the tag. Image ID is available, created, and size. And suppose if you want to remove the image, what is the command in the remove or images? Docker RMI. Okay, so RMI means remove images. Then you need to mention the first two character. There is a multiple ways. Yeah, the first you need to mention the first two character of the first two character of the image ID. What is the image ID? FD1. Okay, it will download. It is removed. Now we will try again. Images. So first one is deleted, and second is the RMI. So D2C. Okay. So if we can see the Docker images, it is clear. Now, what is another way? Another way is very simple. Again, pull the image. Okay. Now we can check Docker images. Now what is our next way? Maybe in the repository. We can try whether it is downloaded with the Ubuntu or not. Okay. Docker RMI. Okay. So there is a two way. Either with the help of the image name you can remove, or either you can remove the image from FD1. Suppose you have the multiple maybe version. Suppose 1 minute. Okay, in the Ubuntu Docker Hub. Okay, so how to search the image here? Ubuntu. We can see here. So now in the this Docker image, if you can see basic command is a Docker pull Ubuntu, and we can mention the specific version also. Just like suppose if you want to download the 20.04, so you need to mention 20.04, and suppose if you want to download the 22.04. Okay, and what is the latest version is it is 22.04. suppose now latest version is the 22.04, but suppose if I want to download the 20.04, how we can download it? Docker full Ubuntu colon 20.04. Okay, now we can check. Okay, Docker images is available. Okay, but latest one, this is override. Okay, now we can download another image full with different version. So what is the version is available? 24.04. Okay, we can try 24.04. Let's try. If you can see, so repository name is same. Okay, but tagging is different. Tag means version. Okay, image ID is different. Okay, size is different. Okay, suppose now I want to delete this part. I want to delete any Ubuntu. So what is the thing we can use? Because I can't mention the Ubuntu. Yes, if you want to remove that image from the with the name, you need to mention the tag name also. So how we can remove it? Okay, first there is a one way with image ID, right? So what is the mention? What kind of image ID you can mention? Initially, minimum 2 character. Okay. So what is the minimum 2 characters? 6CE or 6C. Okay. This is the unique one. So 6C, there is a one way. Then another way is a, okay. Suppose there is a multiple Docker images available. Okay. 20. Suppose there is a multiple Docker images are available. Then how we can remove the image? Okay. Docker RMI Ubuntu. Let's try. Okay. No such image. Ubuntu colon latest. So we need to mention the, by default it is taking the it is taking the latest tag. Now we need to mention the 20.04, then it will download. Got it? Now we will need to mention 24.04 download. Any questions? So what is,
Hello.
yeah. Hello. Any question?
Yeah, I have a question
Yeah. Tell me.
regarding the Docker pool.
Yeah.
Okay. When you say the image, are you trying to say images like we put images like image src, that link, correct? Is that image or it is a repository?
Yeah. Okay. So previously, yesterday we checked, right? We are
Yes.
already discussed, right? And maybe generally, whenever we are maybe creating the image, so all
Mm.
your application, just like Ubuntu is the operating system, right? So Ubuntu is the operating
Yeah.
system, but this is the compressed version of the Ubuntu. Compressed version, just like maybe in the, I think you remember, right? In the Android image also, right? So whenever you want to install or reinstall the image, Ubuntu, so Android operating system, they are giving the factory image, right? So what is the means? My
Oh,
factory image is the compressed version of the operating system, compressed version. Okay.
okay.
So
Yeah.
similar kind of Ubuntu is the compressed version of image. First, you need to pull the image. Okay. So till now we have checked three commands: Docker version, Docker pull, and Docker how we can remove the image. Is it okay?
Mm.
Clear?
Yeah.
Okay.
Docker pool means, yeah. Second thing is the Docker pool. Like if there is no repo, means if there is no image, like, so it will automatically create new one, right? With the help
No,
of
no, no,
Docker
no,
pool.
no, 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 no. So suppose if there is no image, first of all, it is trying to find out the Docker image in the Docker hub, whether
Hmm.
image is available or not. If it is not available, it will give the issue. Suppose with the spelling mistake, right? Suppose I'm download the 1 2. Okay. Suppose
Hmm.
this image is not available in the Docker Hub. So it will
Hmm.
give it will check full access deny for Ubuntu repository does not exist or may require Docker login. Okay. So because this name, this first it is trying to check whether this name is this Docker image is available in the Docker Hub or not. If it is not
Hmm.
available, then it will give the issue error.
Okay.
Okay.
Got
And
it.
suppose maybe I have a custom image. Custom image means my image. Okay.
Hmm.
So this is my image.
Hmm.
Okay. So how to pull the my image, your custom image? Okay. So Docker pull your username. My username is Suresh Chokse. Then my Docker image name. Okay. So my this is the custom image. How we can download it? Okay. So what is the command? Docker pull your username. Okay.
Hmm. Hmm.
And what is the name? Again, my Docker node demo. My Docker node demo. Okay. Now what
Hmm.
is the we need to mention the tag name also. So what is the tag name? Latest or v1?
Hmm.
Anyone
Latest
we
or
can
V1.
try. Okay.
Hmm.
We can
The pull means fetch, right? You
yes,
can fetch.
yes. Full means download download just like download. Simple word. Download the image from Docker cloud to your local system. Just like
Okay.
just like in the GitHub, right? We are cloning
Yes.
the code, right?
Yeah, yeah. We clone the code. Our push means we are pushing the code, right?
Yes,
Here
yes,
also it is same.
yes, yes,
Correct?
yes, 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 yes. Good.
Thank you.
Yeah. Any other question till now?
I have one more question.
Yeah.
When you check for Docker images, you get a few rows and columns, and one of them is created. If we just pull the image, shouldn't it be just now? Why does it say 2 weeks ago?
1 minute. Okay. So so maybe updated versions when they updated the version, latest version or
Okay,
something. Okay. So created. So 6 week ago, I was created this image and I was pushed the image. Okay. Push the image when image is updated in the system.
okay,
Okay. So we can see because this image is I was created in the 6 week ago. Okay.
got it.
And
So,
total size is the 1.1 GB. Okay. Image ID is mentioned. Okay. Image IDs it is always assigned the new image ID, unique ID.
mm,
Okay. And version is very much important. Version because
so it is the most latest updated
yes,
timeline.
yes, yes, yes. Clear.
Thank you.
And how to
Yes.
delete it? There is a two way, right? One way is the image ID, minimum 2 character you need to give, or either repository name with tag name. Repository name with tag name. Clear? So one by one, please try to understand the thing because this is not theoretical part. Because if you are working on the company, mostly interviewer or maybe mostly your colleague will ask this kind of question because this is a frequently used command, frequently used. Okay.
Yeah. I just want to say that image ID, right? Whatever the ID is generated, it is the unique ID, right?
Yeah,
Whenever
yeah.
we
Image
create it.
ID. Yes. Okay, now how to run the command, how to run the image. Okay, so now what is the next command is docker run. Okay, suppose I want to run the nginx. Okay, nginx. So in run command, okay, so in run command it is checking. Okay, it is if image is available in your system, then it will convert your image into the container. If image is not available in your system, first it will pull the image and then run the container. Okay. So what is the meaning? Suppose in my list Docker images not so nginx is not available. Okay. And I will pull the Ubuntu also. Okay. 20.04. Okay, now I want to run this command, this container run. Okay, Ubuntu 20.04. Okay, now immediately we can see what is the command for the container list. Okay, running container list command is a docker ps. There is no running container, and we can see the, if we want to check stop container or running container, all kind of container, we can check docker ps -a. If you can see Ubuntu. So what is the problem with the Ubuntu? Ubuntu is not the executable format, because it is just download immediately within a second. It run and it will exit the thing. Okay, but if you can run the any other command, just like maybe this part, run nginx. Okay, suppose now we don't have the nginx image here. Okay, so first of all, with the help of the docker run in nginx, it will check nginx image is available in your system or not. If it is not available, first step is it will pull the image from maybe docker hub, and it will download in your system. Then it will convert your image into the container. Okay, if you can see, first is the downloading the image. Okay, then if you can see, it is running. Okay, so run means maybe in the, if you are running the docker image, it will run in your system like this. Okay, clear? It is running, docker container is running. If you want to check in the another tab here, docker images, so nginx is running, right? And we can check the docker ps. So nginx container is running, right? Clear? Hello, am I audible?
Yes, yes.
So nginx is the server. Okay, backend server. So if you can see, so nginx is running here in my system, here in my system. Okay, but this server is attached with, means it is attached with the my terminal. So I can't run the another command because it is running. So if we can see in the another window, so we can check, yes, nginx is running, and with docker ps command, ps-a, it is giving the all container, whether the stop container or running container. So do you understand what is the docker ps and docker ps-a till now?
Yes, Suresh.
Yes. Okay, good. So now what is the difference in the attachment or detachment? So attachment means whenever you are running docker run command without -d, that means attach command, and with attach command you can't execute any other processes. This will continuously attach with your terminal. But in some cases, suppose if you want to run the server in the background, and meanwhile you want to do some other task. Okay, so what is the command? Command is the maybe -d. So what is the thing command? First of all, and how to stop the container before jumping into the detachment? How to stop? So first of all, we need to stop the container is stop command. And what is the, there is a two way. Okay, one way is the container id, just like image id, initially two character, and second is the names. Okay, so by default they are assigning the any random name. Okay, so with the help of the container id or with the help of image name, we can stop the container. First stop the container, then remove container. Suppose if you want to remove the container directly, you can't remove. Suppose I want to remove 811. Okay, so we can see you can't remove the container because it is running condition. Okay, so first of all you need to stop container, and then you can remove container. But I can remove container which is already stopped condition, just like Ubuntu, right? We can see what is the status of this thing, up about a minute. Okay, So what is the current status? If any container is running state, so you can see the status up 38 seconds. And if any container is already, if any container status is executed, that means it is already in the stop. Suppose I want to remove the stopped container. So what is the, how we can stop it? With the help of the container ID B49. Now we can see there is only one container. Okay. So now I want to stop this container. First we want to stop it. Stop. How we can stop it? 811. Now we can see there is no running. It is not running. Here also it is stop it. Okay. Now here, if you can see here, so suppose if you want to check the stop container also, what is the command? Docker ps-a. Now we want to remove docker rm 8111. Clear? Now you can check -a. It is stop. Clear? What is the command? Docker run. What is the docker run command? In the docker run command, first it is downloading the image from Docker Hub to your local system. Then in the Docker run, it will convert your image into the executive format. Executive format means you can create a server. You can create a server. You can run the any processes. Okay. In the attachment mode. Attachment mode means your process is attached with your terminal. And now how to stop the server? Docker stop, and your either you can mention container ID or either you can mention your container name. Okay, this thing. And how we can stop the we can remove the container. If your container is already running, you can't directly remove the container because it is giving the issue, because it is already in the running condition. Clear? So if you can see Docker version, Docker images, Docker pull image name, Docker run image name, Docker. Now we want to check this command. Clear here? This part? Any doubt? Hi Vidya, hi Suresh. Who is joined from the Motorola One Fusion Plus? Hello, am I audible?
Yeah, Suresh.
Yeah, okay. So now suppose maybe in the, what is the meaning of the sleep 15? We can check. So what is the thing? Server is the process in which maybe we can run the server on the continuous way. But Ubuntu is the it is not the process. It is just downloading the thing. So, but suppose if you want to run some processes in some you want to hold the process for some of the time, so you can run in the sleep command. Sleep command means so whatever process is running, right, it will stop it will stop the process for some of the time. So you can run the sleep, you can run the process with sleep command. If you can see 1 minute. Okay, reconnect. So what is the command? Docker run ubuntu. If you can run the sleep command with 50 second or 10 second. Previously ubuntu was execute immediately. If you can see here, now it is downloading the image and it will wait for the 10 seconds, and after the 10 second it will exit from the terminal. If you can see, and meanwhile parallelly we can see immediately 10 second it will stop it. Okay, now I want to run for 50 seconds. Okay, so what is the mean? 50, I need to mention the 50. Want to sleep and 50. Okay, Now I can check here Docker CS. If you can see 50 seconds, 5 seconds. Continuously it will give the number, and when 50 seconds is happen, then automatically it will exit from the your terminal. Clear? Suppose you want to stop the and I stop any processes. Okay, any process. Okay, 36. Okay. So what is the meaning in the sleep? Just like in the break condition, right? In the wait condition. So process can wait for execute the next step automatically after 49, 50 automatically exit. Okay. With the help of the sleep command, we can stop the processes and we can wait the process. Now suppose this is the so without the suppose this is the process for the attachment mode. In the attachment mode, we can't run anything. Suppose I want to run the any process in the background. What is the command? Docker run -d. Okay, Ubuntu sleep 50. Now if you can see, immediately it is creating the container ID, and immediately you can run any command see on same terminal. That means it is running on the in the background. -d means detachment mode. So detachment mode means process is running on the background. Okay. And now how we can check it whether it is running or not? How we can go into the system? There is a multiple ways. Docker exe -interactive. Okay. And image name is Ubuntu, or maybe you can run the this command. Okay, 1 minute, and we need to mention bin bash. Okay, sorry, it's not running. Oh, did we stop it? Let me check. This is stopped. Okay, so suppose maybe we need to check, we need to go inside the container. How we can go inside the container? There is another command. Okay, first of all, we need to run the container for 100 seconds. Okay, so there is a command docker exe executive format -interactive mode. Okay, then maybe we can check the container name. Container name is a 2ce2. So what is the command? Docker exe -interactive. Okay, we need to mention the container name, and bin bash is the in base format. It will run the, it will give you the terminal. Okay, now you are inside the Ubuntu container. So how we can check whether you are in the inside maybe container or not? Host name and pwd. So similar kind of thing you can run in your Windows machine. Suppose if you want to do some task into the Ubuntu or CentOS, but you don't have the Ubuntu system. So first of all, you need to download the Ubuntu image in your system, and then you need to go inside the Docker with the help of the exe command. You can go inside a container, and you can run your practice. You can do maybe Ubuntu command practice, Linux command practice. Okay, so we are in the inside the container. Okay, if you can see, host name is a different, pw is different, and how we can exit the container? Exit command. Now very simple. Okay, if you can see in a minute ago. Clear? So what is the meaning of the -d, and what is the meaning of the docker run? What is the meaning of the sleep command? Okay, and what is the meaning of the exe? And suppose without exe you want to run any command. Suppose you don't want to go inside the container, but you want to print the host name. So how we can print? Okay, suppose this is the Ubuntu, and we want to print the host name. So it will host name, it will print. Okay, 1 minute. Host name, it will exit immediately. Okay, let me try. sleep, right? No, it will not run. Okay, let me check. Okay, other thing. Okay, yes.
Can you try run command without -d?
Okay.
Maybe in attach mode.
Okay, you want to run the attach mode? Okay. Run Ubuntu sleep 50. Okay. Now you are inside the process, but you can't run anything because you can't run anything because it is not running. It is a attachment mode, but it is a sleep mode. Process in the sleep, it is a waiting state. You can't run anything. Once 50 seconds is completed, automatically it will execute the system. Okay, if you can see inside the process, just like in the Nginx server, right? So we were in the inside the Nginx server. Okay, so you can't exit from the your terminal, and you can't run any processes in your system. Okay, so because it is a attach mode. Okay, attachment means attach mode from with your terminal, and after some time automatically it will exit whenever timer is completed. So this is a timer. Okay, so this command is done. So what kind of command we have checked? Sleep command we have checked. RMS.
Suresh, I have one more question.
Yeah.
So while using Docker run, we used to write it as Docker run hyphen ITT and the name of the container, right? Like, what is the purpose of that INT, Suresh?
Hyphen IT, right? Interactive.
Yeah.
So
So what does it do, like, Suresh? Like,
yeah. So what is the meaning? Suppose maybe you are inside the. I will run one more time. Okay. Suppose this is the terminal, right? In the terminal, so maybe you can interact the you can run any command in your terminal, right? You can run. Okay, but right now you are in the your terminal, but similar kind of thing you want to do in your inside the container. Okay, so Docker run is downloading the running the container, but you want to check the logs. Suppose you are if you are running the your application Java application, if you are running the Nginx application, but you want to go inside the container and you want to check the logs of the container, right? Logs of the container. But how you can go inside the container? So there is a way. First of all, you need to run the container. Okay, so first of all you need to run the container. Now container is running. Now you want to go inside the container. How you can go? So executive format. Okay, so you want to execute and then interactive. So you can interact the terminal. You can interact the terminal. You can run any command inside the container. Okay, then exe, then hyphen it, then you need to mention the container name to, and bin bash is the, it will give you the option for bash script. You can run any bash script inside the container. Now if you can see root, so this name is changed, right? This path is changed. Previously it was giving the Suresh Choksey at cloud shell. Now it is giving the root at the rate container id, right? This is the container id v2, right? And after that it is giving the root command. So with the help of this command you can go inside the container. Okay, suppose if I am running the Docker run -d nginx. Okay, now we can check. Now I want to go inside the nginx container. How we can go? Exe. Okay,
hyphen IT.
hyphen it 4484. We can check, and bin base. We can check whether it is giving. Now if you can see, we are inside the nginx server. How we can check? pwd host name. Okay, and ls command. If you can see, we are inside the Nginx server, right?
Yes.
And you can check any home file, root file, anything run. But there is a one thing. Suppose you want to check the ls command or host name without inside the without inside the container. Suppose you don't want to go inside the container, but you want to check the any command, whatever command you are running inside the container, you want to run without go inside. How we can do it? Exit. Same command you can run the, first of all you need to stop it. First of all, we need to stop 4484. Okay, remove 4484. Now I want to run the same command. Okay, but I want to only the print data. I want to I want to check host name only. I don't want to go inside the container. So same command you need to run after that. Okay, no, it will not run host name. Okay, PS. Okay. Okay, maybe I want to check the logs also. So how to check the log? Okay, so what is the container?
Docker logs.
Docker logs 66A1.
Content.
If you can see, it is giving the host name, it is printing in the this one. So you don't want to go inside of this thing, but it is printing the host name in your log system. Okay, so this is the thing. Suppose I don't want to run in the dot hyphen d format. Okay, let me try one more time. I want to stop the container 66A1 A1. Now I want to run with this command. Let me try. Okay, so without interactive mode, if you, suppose you want to run anything inside the container and you want some output. Okay, you want some output, immediately docker run nginx, and what is the host name of the server in the nginx server, you can see it will get just give the result and it will exit the system. Okay, so output, it will give you the just output. Okay, so this is a thing. Okay, but in the bin base is mean it will give you the interactive mode with the bash script. So you can run any bash script inside the container. So this is the basic thing. So what is the meaning of the run? What is the meaning of the exe? What is the meaning of the stop, run, rm, and log? These are the basic commands. So do you understand the basic commands?
Yes, Suresh.
Maria, the Sohana, Vidya.
It's clear, Suresh.
Yes.
So it requires the practice, because whenever you are running the practice, then we can run the thing. Okay, clear? Okay, now there is another command. So till now we check the RMI, we check the PS, we can check, already run the PS hyphen A, we check the run container name, stop container ID, start container ID, restart means stopped and start. Okay, RMGs. And suppose if you want to remove all the container, how we can run? Docker stop dollar this docker PS hyphen A key. Okay, and how we can run the specific command, specific version command, docker run radius 4.0. And so this open is interactive cell within the container, allow user to input command directly. Okay, so this is the container thing. Okay, now we want to execute this thing. Okay, so if we can see, so whenever you are running the container, it is giving the some custom name, right? Any random name. But if you want to give the specific name your application, right? So how we can give the specific name? Let me check why it is. Okay, 1 minute. This is the problem from here. How to minimize the thing. Okay, check. One minute. Okay, why it is not running? We need additional access. Okay. Okay, it is running. Clear? Suppose I want to run the maybe Nginx server, or maybe we want to Nginx server, but with custom name. How to give the custom name? Previously we were running the container like this, right? So we can see it is giving the name, maybe random name, but I want to give my name. At least with the help of my name we can stop it and start it, because sometimes I can't remember the container ID. Suppose if you are running the container, if you want to stop the container from the Docker file, or maybe under some other way, but you can't remember the container ID, right? So what is the way? If we can stop and start the container with the name, so how we can give the custom name? Docker run, okay, hyphen name, okay, my nginx -d nginx. Okay, now you can check my nginx. Now you can stop the container with your name. Okay, you can stop the remove the container with your name. But if already if you have already given the name, but next time if you want to run the container second time, suppose I'm running this container, and second time if I am running the container, it is giving the issue, right? The container name my nginx is already in use. Okay, container ID, you have to remove that container. First of all, you need to stop it, remove the container. Okay, and suppose if you are already stop the container, but you have not removed the container. Okay, stop container, again you need to run the container. Okay, it will give, at least you have to remove the container, then it will, your name is assigned to someone. Clear? So what is the meaning, or what is the benefit of the this part? Because suppose if you want to do dynamically, you want to stop it dynamically, you need to remove the container. So names is very much important, because with the help of the name you can assign, you can remove, you can run, you can go inside the container also. So the name is very much important. Now second command is the maybe this part, the run -v. Okay, so -v will cover later on, maybe in this part. Now we can check the, and this is very much important part also. Okay, this command. Okay, so this, what is this command? Suppose if you want to run the Ubuntu version and you want to check whatever version you are trying to download, whether it is the right version or not. So what is the command? Okay, docker run Ubuntu :20.04, and you want to check. Okay, and you want to check cat command etc and release. These are the basic command. If you can check, you want to run the container with, immediately you want to check whether the whatever version you are downloading, it is giving the right version or not. Okay, so some basic commands is available in the Linux side. Suppose if anybody can ask the question, I want to you want to download the Ubuntu, and how we can check the version of the Ubuntu. Okay, without go inside the container. So this is the basic commands are available in the this part. Clear? And now there is a one thing is the port number. Do you understand the port number? What is the meaning of the port number? Anybody?
Like localhost port number is there. Random port number means localhost port number, I think.
So whenever
In which port it should be running, Suresh?
Yeah,
Like the
in
Docker.
which port it should be running.
yeah, good. So what is the meaning? Every application. So whenever you are running the application, every application is running into the different specific port number. You can run the Nginx is the 8080. Whenever you are downloading the Jenkins server, right? So it is running in the 8080 port. Okay. So always some processes running in the specific IP address, just like your home address, right? So you can run any application in the 8080 9000. But if some process is already running the 8080, you can't assign the same port number to the another process. Okay, so one process is running on the specific port number. Okay, and if you want to change the port number, you can change the port number. Okay, so the port number is very much important. So now in the my application, okay, so if you can see, this is the application, and this application is running, and this application is running in the inside the Docker and the 8080 port, or maybe we can check the command. Let me check which port number it is running. Okay, tag. This is a Node.js based application. Okay, first of all, I want to run the image. Suppose I want to run the my image. Okay, -d which say, okay, my Docker node demo latest. Okay, if you can see here, so it is running in the 8081. Okay, and this is a Node.js based application. How we can check whether it is running or not? Logs. We can check the logs. And what is the name? Distract. Okay, so now first of all I need to stop it because it's very confusing. So how we can stop it? Now okay, I need to remove. Now I want to assign the name. Okay, so what is the name? Name my demo. Okay, now we can see the my demo is name available, right? I want to go inside I want to check the logs of the my demo. So how we can check the logs my demo. Okay, if you can see server running in the 881. So how we can check whether server is running or not? There is suppose if you want to check inside the container, inside the terminal, there is a one command, curl command. With help of curl command, you can hit the IP addresses or services, right? So ideally, this is the 127.00.1. It is a local host server. How we can check? Curl localhost colon 8081 run. Okay, for 8081 it is not. So 8081 inside the container, it is, you can test it inside the container. Okay, but 8081 it is assigned into the under container, but you want to run you want to execute from the your outside the container also. Okay, so how we can run? So you need to run another command. First of all, we can stop it. Okay, my demo. So 8081 is the container. Inside the container it is assigned the 8081, but same you want to check, you want to run your server from outside the container. So you need to align the port whatever port it is available inside the container, some of the port you need to assign to the outside the container also. So we are saying alignment. Okay, how we can align the assign the port? Docker same command. Here you can give -p. So what is the port number you can give outside the container in your system? 9000 colon 8081. Okay, now you can see, now it is running inside, it is running in your system in 9000. How we can check this one? So 9000 is in your system. Okay, this part your system, 9000 in your system, 8081 your inside the container. So how we can check? How we can check localhost 9000. We can see current localhost 9000 hello world. Okay, so 8081 inside the container port, so private port number. Okay, so private port number you can't access from the outside the container, but if you want to access from the outside, you need to align 9000 port number to private port number. Okay, mapping, port mapping, and then once port mapping is completed, then you can able to access from the outside. Okay, now you can able to access the all the things from the, you can call the services also in REST services, whatever things you want to export. So this is the, so what is the use of the port? So with the help of the -p, you can map the port from outside to inside port number. Clear? And you can give the same port number also, whatever port number. But you can't run similar kind of application into the same application, same number. Suppose if I am running the 9000, okay, and I am changing the name, my demo one, and same thing is I'm assigned one more time 8081. If you can see, so error response from daemon, driver failed programmatically external connectivity on the endpoint my demo one, bind allocated. So bind 9000 is already allocated to the some other processes. So it can't assign 9000 to another process because binding is already done. Okay. So you need to change the port number. Just like 9010. Okay, so my demo one is already assigned because it is a stopped condition. So you need to run. Okay, now you can see. So 9010 is running, 9000 is running, and whenever it is failed, okay, so it is stop the container also. So these are the container which is are in the stopped condition. These many times. Okay. Any doubt? What is the meaning of the -p and what is the thing? Any doubt? So this is done for the today's technical training for Docker run and Docker images. Please do the practice. Tomorrow I will give the session for how to create the image and how to push the image, and we can do something in the Node.js application deployment, Spring Boot application deployment, and all other things. So you can try these tasks in your system. This is the thing you can try. And Jenkins installation I have already mentioned in the documentation. Jenkins installation with Docker, Jenkins installation without Docker. Okay, and maybe in the, if you can able to run the Node.js based application with Docker and these things, you can done it. Otherwise tomorrow I will cover the Node.js application with Docker, how we can create the Node.js application, and how we can create the image, how we can push the image. Okay, and tomorrow we will cover at least Node.js application and Python based application. So two application we will create tomorrow. Okay, and Spring Boot you can try by yourself. Okay, and Spring Boot, if time is permit, we can try all three by tomorrow. Create, done. So basic understanding is completed, basic command. Tomorrow we will complete the this part. Is it okay? Any question? I'm stopping the recording, then we can take the some question.